Chapter 1. First Contact Gone Awry. The research vessel Starseeker had been orbiting Earth for 3 solar cycles, observing the dominant species, Homo sapiens, from a safe distance. The Galactic Scientific Collective had strict protocols regarding first contact, but senior xenobiologist Dr. Vex Laura had always been curious. Today, she had finally convinced her cautious assistant, Tix, to help her abduct a human specimen for non-invasive study. "Are you certain this is within regulations?" Tix hissed, his 4 eyes darting nervously as they materialized in a quiet alleyway of a human settlement. "Relax," Vex Laura said, her feathery cranial tendrils twitching with excitement. "We'll return it unharmed." Probably. Their target was a lone male human, walking home late at night. A quick stun pulse later, and the human slumped into Vex Laura's waiting arms. Chapter 2. The examination begins. Back aboard the Starseeker, the human, now identified as Subject H-42, lay unconscious on the examination slab. Vex Laura activated her scanner, her mandibles clicking in fascination as the holographic display projected the human's internal anatomy. "Fascinating," she gasped. "Their skeletal structure is internal. And look at this. They have soft, squishy organs completely exposed beneath a thin layer of dermal tissue." Tix recoiled. "That's horrifying. One good slash and they'd spill everywhere." Vex Laura ignored him, prodding the human's bicep. "Incredible muscle density for their size. And their circulatory system. They use iron-based blood. Do you know how corrosive that is?" Before Tix could respond, Subject H-42 groaned, his eyelids fluttering. "Oh no," Tix whispered. "It's waking up." Chapter 3. You touched what? The human sat up abruptly, blinking in confusion before locking eyes with Vex Laura. "Hi," he said. Vex Laura gasped. "It speaks." "Yeah, I do that," the human said, rubbing his head. "Mind telling me why I'm on a spaceship?" Tix fainted. Vex Laura, however, was ecstatic. "You're aboard the Starseeker, a vessel of the Galactic Scientific Collective. I am Dr. Vex Laura, and I must say, your species is fascinating." The human, who introduced himself as Dave, raised an eyebrow. "So, you kidnapped me to poke at my insides?" "Essentially, yes," Dave sighed. "Yeah, that tracks." Chapter 4. The live demonstration. Rather than panicking, as Vex Laura expected, Dave seemed amused. "You guys have never seen a human before?" he asked. "Only from a distance," Vex Laura admitted. "Your kind is unusual." Dave grinned. "Wanna see something really weird?" Before she could protest, Dave licked his own elbow. Vex Laura's cranial tendrils stood on end. "You can do what?" Tix, who had just regained consciousness, fainted again. Chapter 5. The broadcast heard across the galaxy. Word spread quickly. Within hours, the Starseeker was flooded with calm requests from other scientists demanding to see the bizarre iron-blooded mammal. Vex Laura, sensing an opportunity, set up a live broadcast. "Behold," she announced to trillions of viewers, "the human Homo sapiens." Dave, now fully leaning into the role, demonstrated his prehensile grasping appendages, fingers, his auditory organs that can wiggle, ears, his bizarrely flexible facial expressions. The galaxy was enthralled. Then came the piece de resistance. "Watch this," Dave said before cracking his knuckles. The collective scream from the audience overloaded the comm systems. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. By the time Dave was returned to Earth, with a complimentary interstellar souvenir t-shirt, the Galactic Scientific Collective was in chaos. Vexlora's report, on the bizarre and terrifying anatomy of humans, went viral. Highlights included: they consume capsaicin for fun. Their bones heal themselves. They can survive losing up to 40% of their blood volume. The galaxy was horrified and fascinated. Epilogue: humanity's new reputation. Years later, when humanity finally made official first contact, the aliens already knew one thing. Do not mess with the squishy, iron-blooded lunatics who lick their own elbows. And thus, the legend of Dave the Elbow Licker was born.